suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is. Now get it. Big Snoop Dogg. It's in the game. Blow your mind.
Ooh, why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking, right? Back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad. But I'm past that with an ass back. That's cash when the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'm a brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit, I'm glad. When the check missed the direct hit, I'm sad. Like, who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back.
Okay, Coach, so the snow and rain have stayed out of the forecast, but we're in for a cold afternoon at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Down, 30 base.
Check, 40.
Now go.
Exit.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single-covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they... Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They run for the first time with Justice Hill. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Well, last week he found his way in the backfield from that linebacker position for 4 tackles for a loss. Another one there first quarter.
Yeah, help me out because we watched tape together before this game. We were watching what he did last week. Did that field tilt in his favor where he was just running downhill to plays? It certainly felt like it, didn't it? It felt like it on that play as well.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's going to find his man there in the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Second and 6 at the 34-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
Jackson. And an alley to run. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 20-yard line.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
First carry now for Gus Edwards. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back in the 24. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
That is caught at the 7. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Miles Boykin with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking to get it to Phillip Lindsay there. And it's 2nd down.
15 line. 15 line. Tight end right.
2nd and 10. This one complete to the running back, Lindsay. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They'll run on 1st down. Barlow. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. from the gun. Jackson eluding the pressure right. He'll try, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson with his second touchdown in this opening quarter as the Ravens push further out in front. He hit him earlier in this first quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the arm, one with the legs. Let's see if he can continue this pace.
And sending out the reminder that, yeah, look, I'm known for having an arm, but I can do it with the legs on occasion when I need to. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football. They'll come up on a 3rd and 4 here to start things out. They'll look to throw here. And he finds his target. It's sharp. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
They'll drop the throw. He's going to launch this thing way down. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. 36 yards on the play. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
They'll run with Lindsey. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Ravens have got it. A bad 3rd down mistake there.
Points were already on the board in their mind. And that's the worst part about it, right? Because it's just like in golf. Never count it in the cup until it rolls in there. Otherwise, you can really get messed up with your scores. In this case, you know they thought, hey, at least 3, maybe even a chance to get 6. It's a little bit demoralizing going off the field now that you've turned it over and you come up empty.
Yeah, if he holds on to that, at least the field goal on 4th down, now they lose it. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Flush to his right. And he slides to avoid the hit. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Jackson from the shotgun. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
50 seconds to Mike. I'm here all day.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Gets this one to Hill. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Ryan Shazier got in that time, the first-round pick of 2014. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. On third down, Barlow. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
He's brought down by Ryan Shazier. A gain of 4 yards. It's now 4th.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. To throw is Jackson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Buying time to his left. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Tavon Young. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Phillip Lindsay the intended target. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
At the 33-yard line.
Throwing is Jackson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
On first down, Barlow. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 40-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now, Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And they give this time to the tailback. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
The Ravens send their punter out now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
Ready to break. Hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go. I'm scared. Let's go. Let's go. Get set. Now.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Washington's got it.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now this pass to Vance McDonald complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's second down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 27-yard line.
48 mark. 48.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's got his man Sharp complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. He's got Jack Doyle. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 14.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for us Steelers.
On the ready.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4.
We go set and Lobo. Set, go. 48 mark. 48 mark. All right. Here we go. Let's hit it.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. Now Barkley stripped of the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be counter. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. They go for just one here as it's up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And avoids the contact by sliding. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 42. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Rolling to his right. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Marquise Brown with touchdown number 8 on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And now this throw complete to Washington. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now back to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. He'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Anthony Sherman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. It's a gain of 34. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 41-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. Jackson to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
2nd and 5. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Being chased out left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. 2nd and 15. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
Yes! 40's mine, 40's mine. Hey, tighten down. There you go. Hey, orbit.
Let's go. Hey, Mike 40. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike 40.
Get ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.